Today we're talking phaser. We're gonna take a look at 5 iconic bass lines that use this super cool effect. First up, Thin Lizzy, Dancing in the Moonlight. In my opinion, it's the quintessential Phil Lynott. The mood, the swing, the picking, the muting just reflect his personality. The line is fairly easy to play. It's just an E minor pentatonic box, but it really carries the groove of the song. The light phaser effect applied on the bass adds a slightly dreamy quality, which is the perfect match for the romantic and kinda ethereal scene described in the lyrics. The record it comes from, Bad Reputation, was produced by Tony Visconti, who had previously produced a bunch of David Bowie albums and played bass with him. Visconti, a bass player himself, paid a lot of attention to Phil's bass and famously liked to experiment with effects. Waiting for an Alibi is another cool example of a Lizzy phaser-driven bass line. Coming next is Push Comes to Shove by Van Halen. Unlike most of Van Halen's music, this song is based on a funky phaser bass line played by Michael Anthony, who by the way is a terrific and very underrated bass player. Once again, nothing too difficult, but it's super catchy, and I especially like the way it navigates through different octaves on the fretboard. The track was apparently inspired by Miss You of the Rolling Stones, and the light phaser effect on the bass really gives it a nice twist. Number 3 is Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. This monumental track is supported by a simple yet solid bass line played by Roger Waters on what appears to be a jazz bass with flat 1 strings and a good amount of phaser. Pink Floyd used a lot of effects on bass. Other notable examples are the delay on One of These Days and Sheep, where once again it's a phaser. By the way, for this video I'm using a flat lay bass phaser, link in description. Next up is Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. Of Nugent's debut album, Stranglehold features a very prominent bass line played by Rob Grange. It's so prominent that the bass guitar repeats the same 2 bars for 8 minutes with minimal variations. Though it's mainly supporting the guitar, the bass plays an important role in keeping the rhythm, and the phaser adds a little twist and helps break the monotony of the song. Despite being credited to Nugent only, the song was co-written by Grange, who never received a share as a co-writer. We're ending this video with For the Love of Money by the OJs. This very funky bass line was recorded by session player Anthony Jackson. The riff is super cool and it's not that easy to play. You really need a jazz bass and a pick to get that mean twangy tone. As common in funky music, the bass line drives the song. During the recording, sound engineer Joe Tercia decided to run Jackson's bass through a phaser, adding the swishing sound you hear on the track. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.